Go ahead.
Alright, so in this portion, I'm going to show you how to actually match the beats. Now, the first thing you need to know if you're going to want to match the songs is you're going to need to first find the first beat of the track you want to mix in, or the track that you want to mix. So, you want to keep listening until you hear the first beat. Alright, I found it here. You'll find the very tip of the sound right here. Sometimes it helps to look at the label and look at the pictures, kind of line it up with the needle, that sound. And you want to drop it in phase with the song. Let's say you split up the intro into 16 or 32 bars or 64 bars. So you kind of want to count and drop it in place. It just makes it just sounds easier to do and makes it a lot easier to match the songs when different things happening each track are kind of happening kind of at the same time. So I'm going to show you how to manipulate the pitch fader. Now, when the pitch is in the center, it means it's making no changes to the track speed. It's at 0. With this pitch fader on this turntable, you could manipulate it a maximum of plus 8% pitch or minus 8% pitch. Now, I'm going to play this song and you can listen to how the changes take place. So it's going this faster now. Let's say I'm speeding up 8%, obviously going a lot faster, all the way down to minus 8%, or it's probably going like 160 BPM. So, and the trick is, with the pitch fader, you want to think of it kind of like a car throttle. I know that metaphor has been used probably in more than one video, but it's how I've learned, and it was the easiest way to remember. Now, you want to kind of picture each record as like cars on the freeway. Let's think of the song that's playing out to the audience is like a sports car. It's going like 85 miles an hour on the freeway. And you have your car right here, and you're going, let's say, 65. You're following the speed limit. Now, you want to start going the same speed as that car, and you want to be driving right next to it. So in order to stay right next to it, you need to be going the same speed. But in order to catch up to that car, you need to be going faster than this car already is. So this car is going 85, and you're going 65, and you're starting at the same time. So you both start on the freeway at the same time. You guys are going to be drifting farther and farther apart because the sports car is obviously going faster, so it's going to be making more distance. In order to catch up, you need to go faster than 85. So let's say, just pick up a ballpark number, like let's say you can go like 95 miles an hour in order to catch up to it. So you're going to be driving up, you're going to be catching up, and then you're going to be there at the same speed. But unless you put on the brakes, you're going to drive right past it. So what you want to do is, when you're driving up to it and you're right next to it, you want to slow down. The problem is you don't know that this car is going 85. You're like, oh, well, I think it's going like, I don't know, like 80 or like 90. That's the whole thing about beat matching, is figuring out how fast this one is going so you can have the beats land at the same time. So I'm going to demonstrate how to do this. It's really hard to explain how to do it. It's more of watching my movements and seeing how I zero in on what could be the ideal speed to have both songs going at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and play this song, and I'll cue this up, and I'll drop it in phase, and I'll beat match them. they're essentially going at like roughly the same speed. The whole goal is to have them as closely matched as you can to be like matched for a good amount of time, so you can transition from one song to another. So they have them good enough matched to be matched for about like a minute or 2 minutes. So yeah, that's my video on beat matching. The most important part is to practice a lot. It's probably one of the hardest lessons to learn, and unfortunately it's the first lesson that a lot of DJs learn. So just good luck and practice a lot and don't give up. Bye.